It is becoming a scary theme. Maybe I'm just seeing things, but I don't think I'm the only one based on the Twitter interaction last night. I don't think I'm the only one. When the opposing offensive line is shorthanded, what do we hear? I've said it. I've been guilty of it. I think most people on this station are guilty of it, and I would say a lot of fans are guilty of it. When we know that the opposing offensive line is shorthanded, we always hear, oh, 90's going to eat. He's going to have a huge game. And what's he eating? Nothing. In fact, it usually turns into a damn hunger strike, which is a great song, by the way. We see the guy go into witness protection too often in these moments. He's basically on the side of a milk carton when the offense or the offensive line is not at even strength. That makes me question, is Alex Highsmith that much of a factor? Is he that important of a player? Not to take away anything from him, because I think he's a really good player. But TJ Watt should not need him in the lineup to get after it. And here is the tough reality that people also probably don't want to hear. And that is the fact that TJ Watt is only the Defensive Player of the Year frontrunner this season for two reasons: injuries and bad football teams. There are better defensive players in the league right now, but they either got hurt and will miss too much time, if not the whole season, or they play on a crappy team. Take the guy last night, for instance. Mean Myles Garrett. 10 sacks on the season, 3 last night. Yeah, maybe he did play like it was his Super Bowl. And boy, was he ready to go. He punked TJ Watt before the game, and he punked TJ Watt after the game. On second thought, maybe he does deserve a little apology. Dexter Lawrence. And this is where limits. I have the receipt from you. When the Steelers played the Giants.
Yes, bring it on.
And Dexter Lawrence, he's been quiet for a few games here. 9 sacks on the season for an interior defensive lineman. In that game against the Giants, TJ Watt, that was really the last impactful game he had. He did have 2 sacks. Watt and Highsmith got after it against Daniel Jones in that offense. But I remember tweeting about Dexter Lawrence to see a quote tweet from my pal Limits that said, Dexter Lawrence isn't your Defensive Player of the Year. That man is TJ Watt.
And that's right. And keep looking at the betting odds, Donnie, because they agree.
And I just said there are 2 reasons why he's going to win Defensive Player of the Year. I know you're answering phones in there. Injuries and bad teams. If these guys were on better teams, it would not be a runaway for TJ Watt. He's going to win the award. He will. Unless the Steelers collapse and some other team with another great defensive player rises up, he's going to win the award. And that's not to say he shouldn't have won the award in previous seasons, but he's having a down year by his standards, and he is benefiting from injuries and bad teams. Dexter Lawrence plays for the Giants. They stink. Here's another one. Aiden Hutchinson. Aiden Hutchinson and TJ Watt both have 7.5 sacks this season. And if maybe you don't pay attention to the rest of the league, you may say, okay, so what's your point? That's pretty good. Aiden Hutchinson last played a game on October 13th. That man would be running away with the award if he didn't break his leg in half in the middle of October. That is a guarantee. Trey Hendrickson, probably another one. 11.5 sacks. 5 passes he's batted down. 12 tackles for loss. He does a little bit of everything. 24 quarterback hits. He should be closer to the top than what he is, but Cincy overall, bad defense, and they are still on the outside looking in. So, yeah, Watt's probably going to win the award, and maybe it's a makeup for years where he didn't win one. But I think it's pretty fair to acknowledge that he's benefiting greatly from a couple of factors here.